Well, hello everyone. Happy Sunday. I took a longer hiatus here, but there's a reason for it. Continuing my inner journey and inner healing, in whichever pace, you know, I go, which is, for everyone very different, but at least the journey, I try to keep it consistent, and long-term, to be in a better position, mentally, emotionally, and physically. But with that said, the reason today's video is because I'm very, how do I say, excited, motivated because of things that have been happening, and I'll give you a little snippet. Think I mentioned it in my one of my last talk videos that I'm honing into what my heart and passion is. And sometimes you go in different directions before you realize, Jesus, it was always in my face. But with life, all these turns and U-turns that we have with life, um, sometimes when you come back around is actually much better. So in that sense, I'm talking about music and how I'm tuning in more to it, as I did a couple of months ago. I think it was another song that I created. Uh, and I've been back into teaching yoga, in which I incorporate as well sound and obviously besides the movement. And I'm doing some sound healing workshops, which has been fascinating and is definitely up my alley. Um, with my Buddhist mantra experience, I'm able to take that and share some of my understandings as of my practice with almost 30 years, but incorporating my background in music as well. So it's all coming nicely together. So I wanted to see if I can set a foundation before I talk about my next creation that I've uh, basically used AI. I wanted to be able to be open to that because obviously a lot of us, you know, singer-songwriters and musicians are a little bit concerned about, the actual AI, how it's moving forward right now. And before I would have, been a little panicky because then, like, where's the music going now? But I said, okay, let's look at it in a positive way and see how I can incorporate what I know into the AI music genre. So it's very interesting because I'll get obviously into it in details, but it's becoming really good. And obviously, I can hear certain, you know, um, it's not perfect, but I know it's getting there. It's getting to the point that you can't really detect. I mean, musicians obviously can detect, a little bit more if it's an instrument or a real instrument, a vocal, but it's getting to the point that it's getting so good that you can't, at a certain point, you won't be able to detect that, in my opinion, as well as videos, the visuals. I'm seeing a lot of people using AI for content, and they're using people, I mean, that we know in either in the music industry in Hollywood or whichever, interests we have, we can see them use these stars or entertainers or musicians, and they're getting to the point that they're looking slow. I mean, you can tell that's not them, but there's a lot of people that cannot tell the difference, and they're gullible to somebody creating content with other, people's work. So there's a balance. There's good and bad, but I'm gonna go towards the good because I feel that anything in life we can use it for good or bad. So that's a responsibility that we undertake. So I'm going to start with a foundation. I did a workshop over a month ago um, on sounds of healing. That's what I called it. And I wanted to engage in some, let me see if I can share my screen. And I apologize if I'm a little bit new at this. Let me go ahead and open my screen here and see if I can share. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to do it again. So here we go. I think I got it. So I'm going to bring this over here. And I'm going to go into my first slide, which is a website here, which is going to give us a foundation of where I'm going to start. So basically, we know this important, very known phrase. Excuse me. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay. So I've been in that direction, obviously, in the aspect of the music. And I was kind of torn because I'm like always thinking, what are you going to focus on? Are you going to do music, health? But then I really, well, I was chanting, and this happens a lot. I'm like, oh, it's all together. I mean, the music and health it's together. I mean, it goes hand in hand. Our thoughts, words, and deed, all that generates a frequency, a vibration. And music is something obviously that it's universal, and when it's done correctly with the right intention, the right words, and the right frequency, it can create, it can open your heart, it can inspire you, it can do so much, it can heal you, especially healing. And I'm so gung ho about that. Want to read a little bit of something else here. So let me just see if I can move my screen. Again, I'm still learning how to navigate here. So, so we have that, and I'm going to scroll down here. Uh, so we are healing through frequency. So using the same principle, I'm just reading from this site that I used. In 1938, a scientist called it Dr. Raymond Rife, Royal Raymond Rife, cured 16 terminally ill cancer patients. And there was a video here, and it was taken down, as you can see when I'm scrolling. And I'm just going to go through here. I don't want to read too much because I just want to give you a little glimpse first. So it says here, even today, shamans use different instruments and rituals for various healing process in a shamanic healing toolkit. The most used and essential healing agent is the Akaris, a sacred song sung by the doctor to the patient to stimulate natural well-being and health for the patient. This song is also used in spiritual practices with ayahuasca, in addition to the use of, I hope I say it right, Icarus, if anything. Shamans also employ other tuning or musical instruments. And now that you understand the concept of resonance frequency, this will enlighten your understanding to the power of mantras, specific instruments and sound-based rituals performed by ancient cultures. They are not some voodoo tricks, they are pure science and used by ancients. So let me go to explaining resonance, but before then, let me backtrack here, and I apologize if I'm jumping around, but here we go. Understanding energy, frequency, and spiritual vibration. This is another website that I went to that I thought explained nicely this part. Energy frequency is all about how fast energy vibrates, measured in hertz, which tells us the number of cycles per second. Everything in the universe, including our thoughts, emotions, and bodies, is made of energy and vibrates at a different frequency. The range of frequencies that science can measure is pretty small compared to the vast energy frequencies in the universe. On the flip side, spiritual vibration refers to the quality and vibration of someone's energy field. Often measure using the chakra scale, which is more of a yogi understanding philosophy. This is influenced by one's thoughts, emotions, spiritual practices. High spiritual vibrations are linked to positive feelings, love, and enlightenment, um, while low vibrations are tied to negative emotions, fears, and limited awareness. And I will add that through my Buddhist teachings, they explain as well how thoughts, emotions, and actions affect one's vibration. But I'm not going to go into that. Um, Let me look at looking for resonance, and I apologize if I again lost my thing here, but let me see if I can find it. Well, I'm gonna basically go back to the other one because I think it's where it had it. And I may take a pause. Here we go. Resonant frequency. I should have read that first, but that's okay. Let me share with you an interesting phenomenon. This is an example that the author's giving here. You probably heard of experience before. This phenomenon precisely demonstrates how powerful and sound and vibrations are. When I was a small child, I remember that moving my fingers around the wine glass was strangely making a very high-pitched sound, and I was really surprised by it. But what happened as I kept making the sound was that the glass suddenly broke and made me even more curious. What I believed to be magic back then, now I understand through science, is this unusual phenomenon called resonant frequency. Every molecule and atom in the universe is vibrating at a particular frequency. Resonant frequency would be considered the specific frequency of that particular object or atom. Once you know the resonant frequency of that object or atom, you can amplify its wave, making it so big that eventually will break or destroy this object. That's what happens when we stimulate the wine glass with a frequency that matches its resonant frequency. So hold on to that thought. Let me just keep going here. All right. So I hope you can see my share screen. I'm just going at a limb here. This is instrument that I used and I'm learning to use. It's anybody can use it. It's called the Shruti box, and it's made it comes from India, but I think obviously has a little bit more of a older history. But this one's specific. It's made in India, but I love what this says, and I'm going to read it because it's definitely very powerful. Sound meditation. So, from Tibetan Buddhist chanting to Bach symphonies, the healing power of sound has been recognized and celebrated for thousands of years in cultures throughout the world. These traditions honor and celebrate the great ability of sound to bring the body, mind, and spirit into balance by shifting, excuse me, the state of our brain waves. Excuse me, I just ate. Frequency and rhythm can move us from an active, problem-solving mind into a relaxed, meditative, hypnotic mind. It is this relaxed state when the body's innate healing power is catalyzed and profound transformation can occur. Consider the effect of the drum crashing ocean waves or favorite musician's live performance on the interstate. Sound can bring us to a place where shifts in program beliefs and patterns of habit take place. Very powerful. Frequency can also be used as a tool for dissolving stuck and stagnant energy that may be manifesting as bodily ailments or disease. By playing a frequency that resonates with a particular energy center, sound healing can directly impact the physical body by bringing it into a higher level state. While experiencing a sound bath from a practitioner or concert by a trained musician is a beautiful way to enjoy sound healing, each individual possesses a tool supremely restorative to them alone. The most healing sound in existence is the sound of one's own voice. That's a powerful statement. I'll read it again. The most healing sound in existence is the sound of one's own voice. It is a vibration of your own sound waves that have the ability to produce the greatest shifts in our energetic and physical bodies. Through chanting, mantra, singing, and vocal tuning, we can harness this power of our voice and be our own healers. That was like, when I read that, I mean, I had it obviously all kind of mingled into my brain and heart, but the way that but this explained it just like it was just mind blowing. So, yep, you are your own healer. So let's look for our own tune, our key, our frequency. And that's what I've been kind of like experimenting right now. I want to show you this video. Greg Braden is a wonderful scientist and spiritual being. I've been listening to him for years, and there's a short video where he talks about a healing that occurred in China in a medicineless hospital. I'm going to go forward. Um, I don't want to make it too long, but let me see how far I can go. So basically, he's explaining, he's here that this hospital, which is called Medicineless Hospital. Unfortunately, it was closed. It was in China. Patients come there to be healed by practitioners who chant and believe in the healing of that person. And they chant a specific phrase that they all come together and agree on. And the patient himself as well has to be in tune with that phrase, with that mantra, and with the belief. So it's a mind and heart coherence. So let me see here. So this was so powerful. I saw it a few years ago and I found it, and I love to bring evidence. And he is definitely, I mean, for me, a very special guy, very special man. So I wanted to show you another video because I love to see, I like to show visuals because it reinforces what I'm trying to relate. And this is a frog, uh, basically affecting the water by his vibration that he's emanating. So we can see it visually here. Let me show you. So what does this tells us? It's just whatever, and it just doesn't go with, let me stop sharing here for a little bit. It doesn't just go here because of what we're saying or speaking. It has to do as well with what we think and what we do. So there's still a vibration, uh, a wave of going, you know, via thoughts, via words, via actions. So every there's a responsibility, and there, especially if we want to go into this healing journey, that we have a mind in mind that these things do affect us, especially if we're made of 70% water, as you can see. Uh, the, the the frog was affecting his environment. We affect our environment, our inner and our outer environment. So when we have this in mind, we basically go through this journey, making sure that the things we do, say, and think are in tune with a higher vibration. And the more we do that, the more we are in resonance with that frequency, for example, of love and compassion, which in Buddhism, compassion is a higher form of love. It's there together, but um, we talk about it a lot in our teachings. And I'm gonna bring my oops, my fork, my F fork, 528 hertz, which it emanates, as far as I'm concerned at this time. I'm looking into it more, but this one radiates the frequency of love. So we want to join this frequency, right? I mean, we have different levels of high frequencies of love. We have 528, and from my understanding, um, 432 as well. And again, I'm learning more about these. Let me get my bowl, which is on the key of F. Let me make sure I don't. Here we go. So this one as well is in the key of F. Different material, quartz crystal, and it's in the key of F, 432 hertz. It can go higher, but like the wine glass, it can crack. But I did once this little, well, actually, it was an accident, kind of. I recorded the sound bowl, and then I said, "Oh, let me hear it, how it sounds." And then when I replayed it, this one here started to vibrate. It picked up because of resonance. It eventually met, I guess that would be the word, its own frequency, and it started to emanate the sound. So I was like, holy smokes. I know there's a lot of experiments out there that you might have seen, but to experience it yourself is amazing. So that says it a lot. So I'm going to put this back. Excuse me while I gently put it back. Okay. Oops. So, so as you can see, I'm definitely hyped up because of this, because before I had a disconnect with music. It was more for entertainment purposes. I was younger and I just wanted to become a rock star. Believe it or not, yes. And I still have that little thing in my, within me, but I'm going to get to that. But it's different right now. I'm older, I'm wiser, and now that I have this foundation, it's really coming together in a more purposeful way to serve and to not only be served, but to feel that vibration that one is creating with your voice. So I'm very psyched about that, and I hope I can continue doing some more research. But again, going back to what I said earlier about how AI is making a lot of music now with instruments, vocals, the whole shebang. So I said to myself, let me go ahead, and I wrote another song. I have the lyrics and I have the melody. So I'm going to first give you what I created, and it's very raw. It's just my vocals and some chords, and my guitar obviously is not the best guitar, so you're going to hear some discrepancies. Um, but at least you can hear what I've started to create. It's not my final product, but what I decided to do is to use Suno AI, which seems to be the top one right now to use to create content, music content. And what I did was is that I incorporated my own lyrics in the format that I wanted it, verse, chorus, verse, and then bridge, you know, verse, chorus, and ending. So, and then I went ahead and downloaded my vocals with the melody. So I'm actually singing, and I selected the styles that I loved, and I'm like, okay, let's see what happens here. To my surprise, it was amazing. I was like, holy crap. Now I have a competition with my vocalist in my song. So, but I'm saying it as a joke, but I mean, I'm confident with my vocals, obviously, it's a matter of just working out my vocal cords, which it's like working out a part of your body. So my range is usually, well, now because I used to sing, I used to push it and sing higher ranges like soprano, but I feel comfortable like in the middle, like mezzo soprano, and sometimes alto. I can go a little lower. So I've been learning how to really hone into my tone. And so in this case, I'm going to go ahead and show you, listen to what I recorded with my voice, and then I'm going to show you what Suno um, did with my vocals and my lyrics. So bear with me while I share the screen again. Sorry, and if I have background noise, I think it's my mom's in the back there. But hey, this is homemade, so what can I say? Okay, so here we go. Share screen, share. I'm gonna go to my video here. Actually, I'm gonna go to this here. I'm gonna sing over it a little bit because it's I don't want to mess it up, but here, this is me. And again, this is very raw. I'm going to sing over it so it can hopefully get some more, usually when you record vocals, you stack them up so it sound fuller. So I'm going to go and try to sing a little bit, and then I'm going to let it go without it so you can see the difference. So let's see. Hopefully this works out. All right, here we go. Let's see if you can hear this. Beautiful and free, yes, I do. I feel compassion, peace on everyone. 'Cause every time I look into your eyes, I can see the universe alive. Feel the love in your heart. All they wanna do is steer you away from the love in your heart. From the love in your heart. In your heart that I can see. I believe that I can see. I believe that I can see. I believe that I can be. So I hope you can hear that. And I wanted to sing over it because to make it sound fuller. Because wait till you hear what I did with my work. All right, so let me just minimize that, and I'm going to go to Suno. This is Suno right here. So this is the first one here. So basically, as I mentioned, I created my own lyrics with the format and the melody, and I imported what you just heard into Suno, and I put in what I wanted, style what I wanted to hear, which was the genre of rock leads, 80s rock, classic guitar, bluesy guitar, rock band, emotional song, classic rock. Those are the type of genre styles that I like. So listen to this. It's not perfect. I mean, it's almost there, but listen to this. Let me go back
I see a world beautiful and free. Yes, I do. I feel compassion, peace in every world. 'Cause every time I look into your eyes, I can see the universal light. Feel the love in your heart. Don't believe the voices full of fear. All they wanna do is steer you away from the love in your I see a world beautiful and free. Yes, I do. I feel compassion, peace in every word. 'Cause every time I look into your eyes, I can see the universal light. Feel the love in your heart. Don't believe the voices full of fear. All they wanna do is steer you away from the love in your I believe that I can see. I believe that I can be. I believe that I can be. I believe that I can see.
Bridge.
I see a world beautiful and free. Yes, I do. I feel compassion, peace in every word. 'Cause
Was that badass or what? Oh my gosh. I mean, this is my personal opinion, but that for me is like a hit. I mean, excuse me, it's not my ego. I really felt it. Wow. Um, yeah, I'm competing with AI, you know. Well, the good thing is, again, I put my own feeling to it when it comes to the melody and the sound of my voice when it came to how I wanted sung, the melody, obviously, and the lyrics the way I wanted to. I was trying to see if I can get my own voice original in, but it doesn't do that. It just takes it and it changes it. Sometimes it sounds somewhat like yours, and sometimes it doesn't. Um, so there you go. So I'm going to start sharing here. So what do you think? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I need to there's just a couple of words that didn't come out right, but I'm going to publish it. You can publish it, and I want to create a video for it. But I will definitely keep exploring this because obviously the words are inspiring. The way it was sung was emotionally involved, and really, I felt like it pulls you in. And yeah, let's see what happens. I will continue, obviously, to use my voice and to work on it, as in go through my range a little more because I was just getting comfortable in a certain range. But I know I can expand again. Like I said, it's something that is done by vocalization, exercises, and being consistent. But I wanted to show you this because it's obviously it took me it just definitely took me off guard, and but at the same time it inspired me because as a musician, a vocalist, more songwriter, vocalist, when you want to create a song, you need and you want to be original, you want to have instruments. Sometimes, you need to get other artists, other musicians to come with you. So, you need a drummer, you need a keyboard player, a lead guitarist, and some other voices because I love harmony, and harmony here was just amazing. I mean, I love that it did some harmony here. It was just so powerful. And uh back in the day, you just had a band and you put it all together. And then if you needed to record, you just go to a studio and everybody was there and each instrument would record its track. Then it started to get, more advanced. And now I have here a couple of programs on my Mac where like Logic, I'm starting to learn a little bit. Um, so basically, all instruments, all beats, and you name it is in there. And you can import your vocals, and it'll just put it in the right place. If it's a 4/4 count, um, the rhythm, it'll be set, and it helps you put it all together. But it's more hands-on, and I haven't learned the whole thing, which I still would like to get to learn the technical part of producing music like that without having musicians, and it sounds amazing. I mean, there's a lot of music out there, especially remember dance music. That's how it was mostly done. It was just digital with high quality instrumentations, and now we're getting to AI, which you can just put the lyrics and the melody in, or not even. I mean, you can just go in there and basically put um, what you want to, when it comes to lyrics, what do you want to sing about, or basically produce, because you're not singing. So basically what it'll do is, like, if you want to, create a song on the beach with your lover, your boyfriend, having cocktails, whatever, you put that in there and it'll make a song, lyrics, and then you add the genre, the style that you want, and it'll just put it all together in seconds. I mean, this just took seconds. I mean, I just enter all the stuff, and press the button, 5 seconds. And I was like, oh shit. So there you go. I just wanted to share that with you. And again, I'm excited for this route that I'm heading. I'm still in the health industry. I'm still as a caregiver, and I see myself eventually deviating from that because although it's a great experience, I want to help people move out of dis-ease, not just continue to facilitate it and just be there for them, which is fine, but that's not where I wish to be. I know sound, words, actions, the vibration that you are, that you continue to raise is what's going to emanate. And even if the person or people out there are not probably doing the action, but just by you doing that, it'll affect the environment, not only the people, but your animals, your everything, everything that's surrounding you, your desk, I mean, everything is vibrating. Everything is made out of the five elements, either in different, you know, levels of like water or minerals and air, fire, but I really am excited to continue this and to keep making music that heals, that comes from here, that I can generate that my frequency with the sound that makes Vicky and be able to put it out there and resonate with others that can come together in the same note, harmony. So I don't think I have anything else. I usually make notes because I tend to go in a different direction. But to leave it in a positive note as well is that, again, I said that my focus was health and music, and I'm able to put it together because at the end of the day, what creates disease is dissonance. And if you're able to tune in to that beautiful sound of yours, or the beautiful sound that we all are, which is love and compassion, if we can resonate and continue to do that through love, through creation, through singing, through dancing, through laughing, um, you're just going to keep going higher and higher. And I know there's a lot of noise out there, and I had to cut off a lot of if I'm going in this direction, I needed to cut off the frequency of too much information, too much drama to a certain extent. How much more can we know? I mean, it's good to be informed, but not overly stimulated. And it's our, again, it's our responsibility what we want to see, hear, and do. So let's keep our high vibes and frequencies, and I will see you, or you will listen to me soon. I'm going to try to put that video out soon, but I'll put this one first, and we'll go from there. So put your comments and let me know what you think. And I hope you're all doing well. And like I said, just keep focusing on the frequency of love and compassion, and do whatever it takes to be on that level. And it's not just music, it's going outside, taking some nice sun. I went yesterday to the beach. It's been so long it was closed. Breathing that salt air, that sunshine, the sand, the water, just putting your feet on the sand, and that just keeps elevating. So imagine stacking all that up. All right. Well, much love to you. Take care, everyone. Bye.